Hey y'all. So I want to talk about something that I've really had to honor within myself over the years. Something that's not always understood, especially in a world that glorifies being on all the time. That something is withdrawal, pulling back, retreating, going inward. Now, I've always been the type to pull into my shell when I need to protect my peace, when I need to conserve my energy. And I've learned over time that this isn't me being moody or distant or passive. It's actually me choosing myself. See, I'm a July 10 Cancer, so the whole crab symbolism, it's not just cute or astrological for me. It's real. Like, I carry my home with me. My peace, my emotions, my sacred space, they live within me. And when the world gets too loud, too demanding, too draining, I go home. I go back into my shell, and I don't need to explain it. I don't always want to explain it. I just know when it's time. Sometimes that withdrawal is how I survive, how I reset. Because being in a world, especially as someone sensitive, someone spiritual, someone who's always pouring into others, constantly pouring and showing up, it can drain you. It can dry you out if you're not careful. And I know I'm not the only one who's ever hit that place where you're running on empty or you're close to that. When you find yourself in a deficit. And when I say deficit, I don't just mean financially, but I also mean financially. We don't want to take that part out. But I mean even emotionally depleted, physically tired, spiritually starved, just, stretched in all kinds of directions, but never replenished. That's when I know it's time to stop everything and say, wait, let me check in with Mickey. And it's not always that I just drop everything. I do inventory. I find the areas in which my life where energy is being pulled, where I'm giving energy, and I'm not necessarily receiving in return the energy that I need to keep that exchange going. If it's not, and that's the point, that's the word we want to focus on. If it's not a continuous exchange, then I know I need to sit it down, right? So when I check in with Mickey, I'm asking questions like, I put my hand on my heart because I'm connecting with myself, or I put it on my tummy. I'll even put it over my coochie, because that's a very divine energy source of receiving. I'll place my hand in one of these areas and I'll ask, what do you need? What does she need? What does Mickey need? What am I not getting? And who or what is constantly taking and not giving in the way that I need to be given. Because I'll be real with you, some of the people around you, they don't even realize it, that they're draining you. And it's not always with bad intentions, okay? Now we know that for some, they are legit, intentional energy vampires, but some people don't even realize, and it's not intentional. They're just doing what feels right for them. And they may not even know what they need to give to you. You know what I mean? What they need to be providing in the exchange. They're only doing what they know to do. So it's not always intentional. Sometimes it's just unconscious habits. But when you're the one being drained, intentions don't always matter. Your nervous system doesn't care If somebody's draining you is accidental, you still feel it. It still is. So I've learned to pull my energy back. And when I do, it's not personal. But if you choose to take it personal, maybe that's because your spirit is speaking to you. Maybe it's a chance for you to ask yourself, how am I showing up in Mickey's life? Am I pouring into her? Am I adding value? Am I making her feel safe, seen, energized, appreciated? Am I filling the deficits, if there are any? And if the answer is no, maybe you're not supposed to be in my energy right now. Maybe not at all, ever. But if you're pouring into me, if you're watering my garden, helping me feel full instead of drained, in the way in which I need to be fed, then we can grow something beautiful together. We can continue to have this beautiful, energetic exchange. But I can't be everybody's sunlight when I haven't gotten my own rest, when I haven't gotten my own feeding and fulfillment. Sometimes I just need to sit with my own thoughts, not say too much, not show up for anyone but me. Sometimes I just need to sit with my thoughts, not to say much, not to show up for anyone else but me. Because I can't cultivate my own soil if I'm constantly being plucked at, right? And y'all, rest is sacred. Stillness is sacred. Retreat is a ritual. It's not avoidance. It's alignment. It's how I hear myself again. It's how I listen to God, to spirit, to my own body. When I'm tired, when I'm overwhelmed, when the noise outside of me gets too loud, I know it's time to go inward and realign. It's not weakness. That's sacred power. That's preservation. That's maturity. And I want to say this especially to the ones who feel guilty when they withdraw, who feel like they're abandoning others by choosing themselves. Baby, you are not abandoning anybody by choosing you. You're rescuing yourself. And anyone who truly loves you will understand that. So when I pull back, I'm not punishing anyone. I'm protecting Mickey. Because I've learned if I don't protect my energy, no one else will. If I don't conserve my energy, no one else can do it for me. If I don't go inward and tend to all of my energetic needs, it won't get done because no one can do that but me. If I don't prioritize my peace, the world will chew me up, spit me out, and expect me to smile about it, and I won't. So I choose my healing. I choose my stillness. I choose my own magical soil to bloom in. So if you're listening to this and you've been feeling overwhelmed, depleted, like you're in a season of lack, financially, emotionally, physically, whatever way, I want to encourage you to stop. Pull back, take inventory of where you're giving out your energy. Withdraw your energy from anything that is not pouring back into you. You don't owe the world your burnout. That's not how we get ahead. You owe yourself your own rebirth every time you need it. Take care of yourself, baby. And don't be afraid to go into your shell. You're not hiding, you're healing. Okay? And when you come back out, you'll be even more whole. Hey, y'all. So, I want to talk about something that